Rapper Polo G has been arrested in downtown Los Angeles on a gun charge. Once again, for weapons, once again, on Monday afternoon in downtown LA. We're told Polo G was a passenger in a car that was pulled over, though it's not clear exactly why. In any event, cops say after searching the car, they found the firearm. We're told a male juvenile was also arrested and booked on the same charge. And when you look at this young rapper Polo G, I believe he's about 22 years old, this is not new to him. Just 3 months ago, at an album release party, he was arrested on a gun charge. That 3 months ago in Miami, he was arrested after allegedly attacking a cop. The Miami police say they also found 2 handguns inside a bag after the Cadillac he had been riding in was pulled over for blacked-out tinted windows. Polo G was also a passenger during the stop. Officer said he became combative and they struggled to get handcuffs on him. The escalation left 1 cop injured. According to TMZ, they tried to reach out to Polo G's attorney, Bradford Cohen, for comments, but so far they've had no word back from him. And that was 3 months ago when they tried to reach out to him. So, family, we have to be honest. As black people, we definitely have to be honest. Because after the Miami incident, his mother was there. And his mother is his manager. And I'm going to show you how she acted in this video footage. And when you see it, you should be able to say to yourself, this is what I say to myself. If my parents are putting that much into it for me, they're basically putting me in harm's way. They're basically going to allow me to get killed. They're basically going to allow me to screw up my career. So you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Hazardous material. Where are my 2 sons? All this for 2 sons? Think about it. The vehicle had blacked out windows. That's why. And you can see how the cops was looking at her, because they're showing decorum and discipline. And you notice they always do that. The officers use discipline because they know they're watching body language, because they mostly all officers come from the military background, and they know body language is how you talk to people. You watch a person's body language, it tells everything about them. Okay, let's do this. Wait. Someone outside. Do you see this? Now, you see that? You see how belligerent she was acting? That's why the officer said, okay, let us do this. Why did he say that? He said that because it's protocol when it's weapons being found. That's just normal protocol. She didn't have the sense to even know how to handle the situation as you being the manager of these young men.
It's ridiculous. So they won't let me speak to my sons. Not They won't let me speak to Torian, who is a minor, who's 16 years old. And when we walked up, they told us in Miami that we would be arrested if I asked what was going on with my minor son or any of my children. So at this point, what street are we on?
See, for her, she thinks it's ridiculous that they won't let you speak to the suspects. But they're not going to let you speak to the suspects because there's weapons involved. You could have pulled one of them to the side and had the conversation. That's why you can tell that she doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't make a good manager for these guys because you have to know law. And plus, you being belligerent, you can't get nothing out of them being belligerent. You know the old saying, you can get more flies with sugar than you can with shit.
Y'all need to mother call the police department and flood them, because I don't understand. My children will not be a casualty. My children will not be. This is beyond ridiculous, and this is beyond me. They were not driving. They haven't driving. We're leaving his album release party. The car is stopped, and when the car gets stopped, they drag my children out of the car. They're calling me on FaceTime. And can you imagine as a mother how powerless you feel when the people who are tasked with their safety are the very aggressors who would literally, easily take my children's life? It's not going to happen, not today. I need you all to call the Miami County, the city of Miami, call the police department and flood, because not today, not on my watch will they do anything to my children. No, they're not suicidal. No, they want them on drugs. No, they're not acting up crazy. They're not going to do anything.
And that's what I notice about black rappers and stuff when they coming up. You got the black management. They just letting you wild and do how you want to do. You got the black homeboy security. They carrying guns or not legal because first and foremost, in both incidents, in Miami and in downtown Los Angeles, if he had real security with all that money he's getting, he wouldn't get arrested. Because the real security is going to pull out real documents, real badges, and say, hey, I do security for this entertainer. And everything is going to be peachy. But no, we want to ride around with the homie security and then wonder why Negroes get shot up, Negroes end up in jail, Negroes end up fucking up their careers. See, we gotta be smart. You gotta be smart, not a retard. And your parents. Sometimes you might not want to have your parent as management if they're not giving you the right information. Because if that's my son, I'm telling him, hey, look, player, we gonna be low-key with this. We gonna be abiding by the law. Especially if you're carrying guns. Anybody know that. In LA, we definitely know that. I'm not going to be riding around in a car with guns. I got tinted windows, beat bumping, car super fixed up, drawing attention. You're asking for it. No, I'm going to be in the underbucket, taking my time. The police are going to be able to make eye contact with me. Ain't going to be no hats on. Ain't going to be no lokes on. None of that. Come on, we got to use common sense. That's my point when I look at it. It's like the adults that's over these young blacks ain't got no sense. And these guys, we already know, they need guidance. Instead, you just allowing them to run amok. And then when something happens to them, you're going to be the first one crying, oh, that's my baby. Oh, they put him in jail for nothing. No, you got to look at all the things that you're putting against yourself that's going to allow you to draw that kind of attention. If I'm out here trying to be a gangster, I'm going to draw some gangster attention and some police attention. Come on, we got to use our brains. And it's really pathetic when you have your parent to cape for you like that. And it's okay, that's your child, but you can't cape for your child when you're caping, and your caping has the potential to have them dead or incarcerated. So we have to be smarter, the way we move, the way we act. Because even his mother, when you see it in the video, she was acting like a fool. She didn't have no decorum. She would have had some decorum and being able to explain the situation. Oh no, that's his security, that's their weapons, he has no weapons, so that has nothing to do with him, I'm his manager, yada yada yada. They'd have probably said, okay ma'am, we get it, we're gonna let him go. But then at the same time, after that Miami incident, and now seeing this LA incident 3 months later, we need to know what you have to say about it now. Are you going to use your brain and say, you know what, my son needs guidance? Or are you going to keep caping for him until something real bad happens to him, God forbid, or until he gets himself in some real trouble, God forbid? But with that, family, I just had to bring that story because we have to use our minds out here. We're too smart to be acting like retards. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.